you guys thinking about going into this scrimmage? Do you think you're going to see much playing time at all, or is it going to be mostly watching some of your other teammates?
Personally, they haven't talked to us about like playing time, but I think me and Tariq go into this. We want to play every single snap. We want to get as much, experience as we can before we get out there for Weber State. But I don't know what Tariq really thinks about it.
Definitely, I agree with Agnew. I always want to take as many reps as possible to get my body ready and my mental ready, just to be ready for a full game because we haven't been able to get the same reps as the game would be.
Ryan, does it feel different for you this year, your team, your job?
Every year is a new year. It's a lot easier coming in, being the starting quarterback, but every new year is gonna be new experiences, new guys on the team, new guys stepping up, making plays, new guys being star players, and so it feels new just because it's a new year, but nothing else other than that.
Does the fact you made so many starts last year just give you a different comfort zone now?
It definitely helps out with the comfort zone. Knowing you've been there before, you've been in situations, you've been starting in games, you've started in some big games, some wins, also started in some losses. So you've been through the ups and the downs. So you just try and take that, use the experience, and apply that to this season.
Hey, Tariq, how complex is it to play Rocky's defense? Does it take a special player to be able to cope with what he demands out of you guys, play to play?
It doesn't take a special player. It takes a smart player. You got to know your assignment. His main thing is know what to do and how to do it. So it takes time to develop that mental ability to learn your position and learn what you're supposed to do on every single play. And there's a lot of adjustments to different things the offense tries to throw at you. So it's definitely a complex defense.
Ryan, is it any different coming into this year, fall camp, and coming into game one, knowing that you're going to start versus last year where you were kind of allotted as a backup quarterback? Is there any different preparation or mental?
I wouldn't say the preparation is any different. You got to come in. Last year you came in, even though I was the backup, you got to come in thinking you're going to start week one. I guess the only difference this year is the leadership role. All the offense looks at you as a starting quarterback, and you have to know, what every single person's going to do on the field because they might not know exactly. So they're going to look to you for some guidance, and I just have to be ready to give them all the knowledge I can give them and hopefully, point them in the right direction.
What was the chemistry like with you and Christian? And was he a mentor to you? And now are you flipping and becoming a mentor to Berkshire and Salazar?
Yeah, Christian was a great guy. The first day I came in, he introduced himself and talked to me, right away. He didn't big time me just because, he was older and I was younger. So I try and take those experiences I have with Christian, and like you said, I try to put it on, Jordan, Carson, and Mark, and even Joe being a really young guy, because as much knowledge you can give to the younger guys, when I'm gone, hopefully they can use that, and be better in the future.
Hey, Tariq, Rocky's stockpiled a lot of athletes who can run. Collectively, is this as fast a defense that maybe you had in a while?
I believe we have a lot of speed on the defensive side. I still think that 2016 defense probably has us beat by speed. They came to the ball with a lot of effort and speed, which that's what we're consistently trying to get to because, that's last year we won the championship. They forced so many turnovers by just having a full force effort to every play and doing their assignment the right way. And that's what we're trying to get to right now.
So what do you think is going to be the trademark of this defense?
I'm hoping it's turnovers. I'm hoping we forced a lot of turnovers this year. We've bounced way back, took a step back on turnovers since 2016. So hopefully get that back up and become one of the top teams nationally in turnovers.
Tariq, what's it like, you're coming into year 3, you have all this experience, so what can you kind of bring from an experience standpoint that I guess you didn't have last year or even your freshman year? Like, what is it different?
I feel like a leader now because I have a lot of experience under my belt. I can help the young guys out. Like Agnew said, any young guys come with me with questions, I'm willing to answer. I'm willing to tell them what it's like, help them with anything they need, school, just life adjustments, being far away from home, and stuff like that. I feel like I can comfort my teammates in that kind of way.
Are you more of a vocal leader, you would say, or kind of just someone that leads by example?
A vocal leader, not really, not yet. I'm trying to get there. I'm more of a lead by example kind of guy. I just don't have really a big voice yet, but that's something I'm trying to get better at as the season goes by.
Is there an intangible to have a guy like Brady Hope back on the staff, considering where he's been, what he did, regardless of how it wound up? Does it change things, aside from loudness?
It definitely brings a professional coach to our staff, which we have a lot of great coaches on our staff, and he just brings another development, another element of our team. He brings us closer. He's going to help tremendously with the D-line, and he's just a great defensive mind that we have in the room now.
Tariq, when you're on the field as a defensive back, do you have more satisfaction picking off a pass on an interception or just making a big tackle, hitting someone pretty good?
Interceptions. Turnovers is my favorite thing to get on the field. Anytime you can get a chance to get the ball out, get a pick, or give it back to our offense, that's my favorite play because the more points we score, the better the chance we have of winning. And if we shut them out by tackles and stuff like that, I'm always happy with that as well.
Why do you think you weren't able to get as many turnovers last year? Anything in particular?
I dropped so many picks last year. I got to finish. I break on the ball perfectly and don't finish on the ball. I finish the catch. Sometimes I got lazy with my back pedal or certain things that I knew I should have done better, which definitely I'm coming in year 3 trying to improve on.
Ryan, Rocky talked extensively about offense that needs to be more productive, more chunk plays, et cetera, and just not from the running backs. How do you take the passing game to the next level? Because it hasn't been probably what you need the last couple of years.
You know, like Tariq said, big plays is what scores points, and chunk plays is what's going to get us, in the red zone or make it easier for the kicker to make the field goal or, potentially get into a touchdown situation. And the only way to get better at that is, get the athletes in space. Get guys split out wide, let them catch, make one guy miss and take it to the house or, take it as far as they can. And not being able for them to stack the box. So when Juwan or Chase does get a carry, they're not having to run through 8 or 9 guys. They only have to run through, 6 or 7 in the box. So the main thing is 1, breaking tackles, 2, making great catches and running after the catch, and 3 is knowing what we have to do. If we can execute as well as we need to, our offensive coaches put us in a great situation. We just have to be able to execute.
Tariq, you talk about how you dropped a lot of picks last year. I see you guys during fall camp. You guys, the DBs are working on. I guess you guys are doing like catching drills and doing stuff. Is it any different than what the wide receivers do, or kind of the same thing?
As a DB, you got to have the same mindset as a receiver. The ball's not thrown to you, but you got to take it like it's yours. Last year, I felt like sometimes I'd play the ball like I'm not supposed to make this play, but I guess I'll make it, and not just being assertive and trying to make the play. I feel like this year we have a different mindset. Like the ball's ours. The ball's in the air for a reason, and it's not just for the receivers, it's for us to get turnovers and just make plays.
Ryan, the characters packages. Different language? Is it? I mean, Rocky says formations, but we're running the same stuff. But is it hard for guys to learn different formations since it seems to be so different from what you've done in the past?
Yeah, it's definitely different. For me personally, I've been learning an offense for 4 years at San Diego State, and then to change it, like you said, different formations. For the most part, the terminology is the same, but here and there we'll call routes a little different, or we'll put certain things at different depths, or we'll add a different play to the system. So even though overall it's the same offense, there's still some little tweaks that we need to adjust to, and you just have to get in your playbook and learn as much as you can because when week 1 hits, we need to be hitting on all cylinders.
How far along the learning curve are you?
50%? I'm as far as I can get. We've put in as much as we can. We have a lot of plays in. We have a lot of things in. But the best part is, like Coach Long said, for the most part, it's a lot of the same concepts, just adding some different elements, but also focusing in different areas that we might not have focused in the past.
How much does your high school experience help with what you've gone to in the offense, or is it a lot different?
The high school experience I can take is just being in the shotgun, running, the zone read, being able to have 4 or 5 wide receivers out there, 4 or 5 options, being able to run a little bit more as a quarterback. So you can take those experiences and be like, I've done this before, but college football is a whole different ballgame compared to high school. The speed, the size, and all that, even though the concepts are the same, it's a lot different, but you can take that, been in the gun a little bit more, work these concepts a little more, so you can definitely take that.
Tariq, you're a local kid. We see a lot of your family this scrimmage, even if Coach said you may not play as much.
I believe so. My family likes to support me in everything I do, so it's just an honor to have them there, and just an honor to have the SDSU fan support, engage with my family, and just talking to my family after every game or during the game. And it's truly an honor.